Drais from all over the world, visitors from all over the world descend upon Las Vegas.
It's coming from Philadelphia, you dream to DJ here. All around the world, people come to Drais.
Very few places in town you can go to a club and see a full performance from an artist. Drais, you can actually get a full performance.
That's the crazy part. Everyone knows that they're gonna have a show. You have people standing around just for that show.
We are the culture. We set the tone for the culture. Like as far as like when you're on the East Coast and you're thinking about, man, where could I go kick it at when I'm in Vegas? You either want to go to Penthouse or you want to go to Drais, period. I have a wide bracket of people that come in as far as from like 40, 20-year-olds, like everywhere as far as in between there. So we'll go anywhere from doing like line dances and then we'll fast speed it up a little bit to see where we're at as far as in the room. Take a little jock, you know what I'm saying? And then the more we get into the night as far as like more current music, you know, you can hit the wall or hit the folks one time, you know? But for the most part, man, it's just like we just try to touch base on every part of the culture. My dad used to skate. And I used to watch him skate and he used to like kill it, like crazy. Like I used to be like, I don't know what he's doing with his feet. And it made me be like, I can't really do that, but I can figure something out. And it turned me into dancing and I've been dancing ever since, man. You know, my stage name is Young Legend. Young Legend, period. Like you see me, I'm a young legend. As far as my personality, as far as when I dance, as far as when you meet me, it's all high energy. Me being from Youngstown, like, you know, I don't really come from like a lot. You know, like I got friends now like Todd Gurley, Patrick Beverly, Willie Carlos-Stein, Future, Esco, like that's family. They were the first people to bring me in ever. First show I ever did in my life was at Coachella. And it was amazing, you know, seeing 200,000 people connecting, jumping around, and I'm like, I want to bring that wherever I'm at. Like, I want that again. You get addicted to that. Like, you get addicted to seeing that many people be there for what you guys are doing in that time. I like to piece everything together, like, you know, like from different places. I can't buy straight off the mannequin. You know, like this is original, this is my granddad's piece, like, you know, so I always keep this with me. Like if you see me, if you ever see me and I have this hat on, it's because my granddad is my like everything, you know, like it means a lot to me to keep it with me and it makes me feel like, you know, grounded.
What do you say when someone's hating on you?
Oh, I love that, I need it. Hate on me, I love it, please, hate. I love it. Let me, like, I can do what he's doing. You can't. Even if you can, you can't because you don't have my personality. And when you find yourself as far as like, you know exactly who you are, that's your own superpower. Can't nobody implement that. I used to see dudes in Florida, they used to be Geeky, if you ever heard of the word. Man, Geeky is like, I like that. Geeky means flashy black dude. Like, you know, and like, I'm not trying to be flashy, but you know, a little hint of Geeky, like that.
The food, I told you, man. It's so good, bro. Comebacks, dude. It's.
You didn't give me some?
It's me. We're on our thing, man. You can't eat it.
But you can.
This is I'm cheating.
So we like to show all of our customers flower under the scope, even if they're here for a different type of product, or even if they know what strain they want. We like to show them because it's very interesting to see, and most people never have a chance to see cannabis like this. Rap now is what rock and roll used to be. It was that impactful, and I think when we look back on this time period of music, we will see it as impactful as rock and roll was on culture, you know, back in the 60s. Cannabis is all about culture, and that's different elements of culture: music, fashion, art. But this is nothing new, right? This goes back to the early, you know, ages of jazz and rock and roll. It was certainly more underground and taboo at the time, but it's become a really important part of the music culture across different genres, of course, and rap in particular has really embraced cannabis culture and defined cannabis culture. Well, I'm actually an attorney by trade. I practiced for many years in Florida, and then I had an opportunity to relocate to Colorado to work with some guys that I went to school with who were really early movers in the industry, real pioneers. And when I went out there, they called me to Colorado, invited me to come see what they were doing. And the first time that I walked into one of these large commercial grows, I said, wow. And I was working in private equity at the time. And so I saw a really interesting opportunity to be an early mover in a multi-billion-dollar industry. The very first day we opened, we had Snoop here, which was a great way to sort of christen the business and set the tone for us. As he's been back many times, we've had Rick Ross, T.I., Cameron. Some really great people have come through, and that's exciting to us. And we've become kind of the go-to shop for the artists who are in town. Community is very broad. It's here at the shop, in our team, our intimate family here. It extends to the neighborhood surrounding us. It's Las Vegas, and quite frankly, it's the entire cannabis culture.
Anyone that's in this industry, I don't care how long you've been in California growing in someone's backyard or in the illegal market, it's a lot different because we've learned a lot over time. So I played in the NFL for 4 or 5 years with the Redskins, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Green Bay Packers. And then played in the Arena League for 6 years as well. And then Kate Leffler brought me to Las Vegas. I had no idea about the nightlife industry and how much of a business it was. I saw it as just partying, and my buddies that were involved that own clubs like Jason Strauss, the Tao Group, they kind of introduced the business side of this industry, which is why I got into nightlife. You have clients coming in from all over the world, and they need someone to contact when they come out to Las Vegas. Everyone wants to have a guy, and I've been a host in Las Vegas before I got into the nightlife industry. I mean, at the end of the day, people come out here to have fun, and the two industries go hand in hand. When you go to a nightclub to have fun, you might want to drink, but a lot of people don't like drink anymore. They're a little bit more conscious of their health. But we're seeing cannabis take that step.
So we're going on a delivery, a gentleman by the name of Michael. He actually delivered from us quite a few times. It's very lucrative for customers to keep coming back, so the recidivism rate on the ordering is very high. We're actually going to go deliver to him. Young gentleman, he's about 25 years old. What's up? What's going on? How you? Here you go. There you go.
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it.
Cool. I'll see you around.
See ya.
Thank you. When I first started working here, I started off as a busser. So I had the opportunity for Brian Affronti to give me a job here, and I worked my way all the way up to senior host. I have a lot of history with this nightclub and the owners that actually run this place as well. Puffy came into play with one of my friends asking me if I wanted to run the entire business, run the entire operations in Las Vegas, Nevada. After, of course, I was in California learning the business myself. I was actually running the door of Drais. I was running the front door, and I had a lot of clientele that comes in and out, so I booked them to their tables and stuff. One of my particular good friends, it happened to be my client, he kind of like stole me away from the nightclub scene and brought me into the whole cannabis industry itself, and that's where I started. So basically, just like Drais, I started from the bottom in the cannabis industry, and I worked my way all the way up to the top. When Drais first started the hip-hop scene, no other nightclub wanted to touch it. They were scared to do it. They thought they were going to lose revenue. They thought they would lose clientele. Everybody was so into the EDM, so Drais actually set the map off for the hip-hop culture.
How's it going, brother? Welcome back.
I come here and I pick this club over any other club because this is family. Like, all my friends are here. Everybody I worked with is here. Everybody that's seen me transition through my entire life. I have personal relationships with them here, so I feel at home. I tend to put my head down and just work through everything. I mean, it feels great. It feels to see other people recognize the company that, for what it really is. The hip-hop culture in general is a very high traffic for cannabis. So like a lot of people that are in the hip-hop culture, I mean, it's in music videos, it's in everybody's rap videos, everybody's smoking weed all the time. Like it definitely goes hand in hand with each other. Wiz Khalifa, he has his personal background with the whole cannabis. So I mean, everybody that listens to him, they want to be like him. I mean, it would be great to have him in a puffy sweater as well. But I mean, yeah, definitely Wiz Khalifa, he's the man. He's going to be here. He's coming up here to perform, and I always watch him perform all the time. So.
At Drais, a lot of people remember me from my tattoos, my head tattoos and stuff like that. So I got a picture of my father when he was a kid. This is my first tattoo, and 7/17, as you can see, 01. Everything for me it's got stories on me, It explains every single thing on me. My dad passed away on July 17th, so Sev1 is 17 backwards. If you have Sev1, 7 and 1 up is 8 and infinity. There's a lot of things behind the number 7 and 1. I'm a numbers guy, so I used to put Sev1 everywhere I would go on stickers. Because it was just like my thing, writing graffiti and putting stickers is laid hand in hand. I started music from my older brother. He was my mentor. My dad passed away when I was 9 years old. So when I was growing up, everyone was really into different things than I was. And so for me, my brother really structured me into hip hop music, and being able to how to create beats, it was like an outage for me right away. When you're a creative, you're literally, that's in your blood. You're born that way, you know? So for me, I feel like I just was always creating, you know? I wanted to figure out how I could promote the party rather than enjoy it, you know? I always pay attention to my crowd. I'm always watching them, seeing certain people. If someone's upset or someone makes a face like, really, that's my job to change that. It's more than just DJing. You have to always be paying attention to every single thing that you do. Drais really did a lot for me, because when I went to Tokyo and OT Genesis or like certain celebrities that are at Drais see you in a different country, you are literally highlighted. You know, like you're literally highlighted and they remember you somehow, some way. And that being said, like I'm put on a platform, the #1 hip hop club. I mean, I don't know any other hip hop clubs in the world that I know that does it like Drais, you know, so.
Who do we have tonight? Wiz. Yay. We have about 60 tables. Guest list is about 5,500. We have some good minimums on the dance floor, 5K at 100, 4K not plotted yet, 210 as a 4K, 220 as a 4K. We're gonna seat the main room and the 800s, and then we'll extend to the 700s if we need to. Girls, make sure you guys are using the service charge included stamp. We've been having some issues where people are disputing or questioning their overtips. Okay, you guys can split up into your groups. Whoa, okay. Sebi's not here all weekend, so obviously if you guys need anything, any of us could help you. Then the leads will talk to you in your spot. So, okay, that's all I have. Thanks. I love live music. It's my passion outside of the club and working here. When I'm here, I get to see some of the best acts that I've been listening to since I was in grade school, high school. We have about 50 girls on staff. Depending on the night, that could be anywhere from 15 of those girls all the way up to 50. One thing I've always told them is to make sure they treat everyone like they would be a high roller, because even if they're spending $600 or $10,000, you don't know what kind of money they actually have. You can have a millionaire that just wants to buy one bottle and you wouldn't know the difference. So you want to treat everyone as if they're VIP and high roller and give everyone the same great service. When we first opened, it was a little slow at first just because we were really trying to sell the venue for what it looked like and not really worrying about any artists or big DJs. And then we just kind of took a turn into the hip hop live performances, and it just took off. And ever since then, we've just had the best of the best on the strip for live performances, and it just kind of sailed from there. It's just really a great place to work. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
When I say Taylor, y'all say gang. Taylor, 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 Taylor.
What up, Vegas? Y'all good? If you from Vegas, make some noise. If you from the West Coast, make some noise. You from out of town, make some noise.
Everybody's coming there for high energy with, like he'll come and he'll have like basically like a little intermission as far as where he just dancing and interacting with the crowd. And I'll walk up when we hit the, whoa. Like, you know, that's implementing the culture. A lot of people don't even know what that dance is other than on Instagram. People love him. Like, people want to be around him. People want to come to Drais to be like, man, we kicked it with Wiz Khalifa last night. Wiz Khalifa gave me this big balloon raw.
Night at Drais, I mean, it's a great experience, #1. I mean, they always have great performers there. So, you know, we always go there, you know, a couple times out of the month. We'll show support with those guys. And it's just a great atmosphere, party atmosphere, fun. It's the guys there that run Drais, Dustin Drai, and some of the other guys are great guys as well. So they always take care of us, and we have a great relationship with those guys.
They really cater to a lot of the hip-hop community. It's the type of artists that they attract. It's a really cool venue, just the aesthetics. Very few places in town you can go to a club and see a full performance from an artist. Maybe you'll get a couple songs. Drais, you can actually get a full performance.
Drais is Drais because of a lot of good people coming together as a team to do this at night. We make it come together as a whole. It's like, you know, there's 5 fingers to a hand, and you know, when you put it together, it makes a fist, and that's what it is. That's how we are, like, and that's why we last.
Coming from Philadelphia, you know, the nightclubs are completely different, you know. In Vegas, you're kind of talking worldwide. All around the world, people come to Drais. You know, you're going to a concert. and you're gonna have an experience every single time.
Drais, man, we're the Super Bowl nightclubs. Like, granted, you have your other big nightclubs. Everybody tries to build nightclubs off of us, though. Everybody tries to build their cabanas off of us. On the strength of, we have that, we have it. If you want to go outside and sit there and watch a concert from outside, you can, it's possible. Like, if you want to see a pool deck and a great view as far as the Bellagio and Caesar's Palace, you can from Drais Las Vegas. Like, so we implement something that no one else has. We implement a good time and experience, something that you'll take with you when you get on the plane and be like, man, we did that. Drais was crazy. Like, this is the pinnacle. This is set your pin.